So just in case, I'm going to film this for the third time, just to see what goes, because I might not like the one I filmed. I know I didn't like the first one because I said something stupid, but I'm home. I just came from the post office and heading home. No, actually going to go to McDonald's, then home. Gas, McDonald's, then home. Well, anywho, so we got there Friday, Saturday. We went to Hollywood Studios and had a wonderful time. Really good time at Hollywood Studios. It's $130 to get in. Oof. It was, but for one instance, it was worth it. A couple instances, it was actually worth it. I got to go to Star Wars Land, which I never thought I was going to ever do. God, people cannot drive today. They definitely can't drive on I-4 in Florida, but here in North Carolina, worst drivers ever. But anyway, Star Wars Land was cool. Millennium Falcon ride, you've seen in the video I posted. I had a wonderful time on that ride. Okay. Great experience. You go in with people who, you don't even know sometimes. If you don't have a group of 5, you don't know these people. And, well, let me just say this. The stuff that you do on the simulator does affect it, but in the end, the game takes over. It does take over for you. There is sequences where you can't do what you want it to do because the game takes over. So when you have people yelling, pull up behind you, like they did in my video, sorry there, I can't. I'm doing the best I can. Relax. It's a game. Anywho. But it was great. It was great. I didn't try the blue milk because that's not for me. I don't like that stuff. But if you do, good for you. More power to you. I'm not much of a Star Wars fan. I like the original trilogy, but I never watched these new Star Wars ones, and I don't plan to. But I like the whole thing. It was nice scenery, very immersive. If I knew more about it, I understand more. But it's all good. The only problem that I had at Hollywood Studios was with one cast member. Now, Autumn is 1 year old. She's never done anything like this in her life. And there's this policy, apparently, at the Magic Kingdom, where if you're in line and you're almost to where you're going to be at your destination, there's a line in the queue. You can't cross over. Now, Autumn, there was an elderly couple in front of us waiting to meet Minnie for the first time. Well, I don't know if it was their first time, probably not, but it was ours. Well, Autumn's. So there was no one there. But so Autumn was on the ground walking, and she peeked into the doorway, and she seen Minnie. And for the first ever glimpse, her jaw hit the ground. I mean, people in the line behind us were just like, oh my God, look at that. I mean, my heart melted. I'm not gonna lie. The whole, it's in the video. You can look at the video and watch what happens, how when she meets her finally and, after all that's done. This cast member starts yelling at us. You have to be behind the line. You have to go. Just like, could not fathom the fact of the child. Now, two things. You don't get paid enough to yell at me like that for something so minuscule. Now, if I was an unruly teenager or somebody not listening because I'm ruining other people's experiences, you have every right. But it's a child, and you see me literally struggling to hold her back and whatnot. And that's not just me, it's my father too. We're struggling. You don't yell at me. So yes, my jersey came out, and I yelled at her. How dare you? Do you not understand? Does your brain function? Do you see that this kid is struggling? I mean, is with the idea of I have to stay in line. She doesn't know that. Smarten up. So yes, I went to a supervisor because no one else gave us that trouble. They had a brain to say, it's a 1-year-old. Maybe I shouldn't, push that little fact. So it really tried to ruin the moment because I'm focused on Autumn, and the greatness that's about to unfold, but then you have some moron wanting to ruin it. Okay? That's not good. But we did what we had to do. She met Minnie. My heart, for my little niece. And then we thought we were done. We would have to go out. And we were going down this long hallway. And we were like, wait, Mickey? Oh, we got to meet Mickey too. So she got to meet Mickey for the first time. She was a little nervous with Mickey. She was more comfortable with Minnie than she was with Mickey. When she met Olaf, she didn't want nothing to do with it. Which I can understand. It's a giant walking snowman. She was really scared of Mike and Sully, so she didn't get to see them. I did. But she did. But Minnie, that was so wonderful. Such a wonderful thing. And I'm really happy about it. But it was almost completely ruined by a brain dead cast member. I mean, meathead, dead from the neck up. I am the kindest person, biggest heart, softy, whatever. But when you cross me, oh, I am not fun to be around. That's how I've always been. But day went on. My sister went on Rock and Roller Coaster. I wouldn't go on that. I don't go on roller coasters. I like the ground. I went on the aliens spinning thing and Toy Story Land and whatnot. But the second most magical thing at the Hollywood Studios was when my sister was on Rock and Roller Coaster. I seen live replicas or characters of Cruz Ramirez and DJ from Cars and Cars 3. So I was like, let's go, Autumn. Autumn's grown up around race cars because of me. So she likes it. So I took her to Cruz. Well, DJ, she didn't care for DJ. But since Cruz is a race car, you could tell by the numbers and all that stuff, she's like, I want to go there. And she was so drawn to it. Like, I couldn't pull her away from it. It was so wonderful. She was like running up and down, right? Well, this cast member noticed Autumn and started to interact with Autumn and left. I was like, okay, didn't think anything of it. She's got a job to do, and she knows that I'm listening to her. I'm not taking Autumn around there where she's not supposed to. I'm following the rules and being respectful. So I didn't think anything of it. She comes back with another cast member, but that cast member leaves really fast, and says, Autumn, because she asked her name earlier before she left, can you come here a second? So I said, let's go see what the nice lady wants. And she hands Autumn a nice little prize, a surprise. And Autumn was just mind blown by it. And she's opening up, and they play with it. And they played with it for about, 15 minutes on the ground, just back and forth. And it was the nicest thing I've ever seen anyone do for, Autumn, or at a park for Disney or anything like that. I mean, this probably happens a lot, but I've never seen it personally. And to witness this and be just in awe of this wonderful person doing this for Autumn, you know, it meant so much. And I said, when they were all walking away, we had to go because my sister was back. I said, thank you. I really want to, you know, give you recognition. Where can I talk to your supervisors or whatnot? To, you know, she goes, no. I did this out of the kindness of my heart. And I said, exactly. You did that because you're a good person. And well, I feel the way my moral structure is, I have to do the same. And I want to give out, you know, the kudos to you where it belongs, to your supervisors, so you can get the recognition that you deserve as a great employee. And she's like, no. Well, if you do, you go on Twitter and stuff. I don't have Twitter. So I found the supervisor and I said, you know, because I want to give feedback, good or bad. That's how I am. I'm paying enough to be there. A family can no longer afford to be there. So when I'm saving up a year or so to go to the parks, I want my place to be magic. I hear about this magic all the time from all the Disney vloggers and friends that I have. I want it for myself too. You know, I paid enough for it. You know, to me personally, I think the happiest place on earth only means it's for the rich that, you know, are taking your money. That's the happiest place on earth for them, you know. But I've seen the magic with Minnie and my niece's eyes. That's the magic that they're talking about. But me, I'm so cynical, being 30 years old and seeing the corrupt world. The magic's gone. But then when you see Minnie and that, you know, the cast member working with Autumn for 20 minutes and stuff, that's the true magic. That's what they mean. You know, you had to pay $130 to get in. Cynical. Stop being cynical. You're supposed to be kind and respectful. Don't be cynical. I'm a cranky old man. But wonderful time there. Disney World. Autumn cried the whole time. Except for once. And that was during the parade. But everything else, the whole time. Didn't want to eat. Was struggling to feed her. This and that. It's a 1-year-old. I have to remember that. Anywho, my niece had a magical time at the Hollywood Studios. It was good. Disney World, I can't say that, but I got to meet Moana and Captain Jack Sparrow. I made the best of it that I could. And that's what I always try to do, make the best of it. That's why I met Moana. Because Moana is my favorite Disney movie that's new. Now, this new Disney, I gotta separate the two from classic real Disney to new Disney. And that's how I do it, you know. I mean, older Disney, I think my all-time favorite has to be Robin Hood. Although some are very close to that spot, like Snow White, because I absolutely love the animation. The animation in Snow White is so good. But, you know, I wish all animation could be like that. But new Disney, Moana just knocks it out of the park for me. I love the story, I love the songs, I love the culture references and everything like that. It's wonderful. I'm at McDonald's finally. I'm going to use this version. I like it better. It's a little longer than 12 minutes, but I'm just doing what I say. But I'm going back October 7th. I leave the 5th, but I was spending 2 days in Wilmington for looking for a house, as I mentioned. Actually, I'm gonna get gas first, then I'll go to McDonald's. I don't know why he's there. But anyway, gonna wrap this up. Sorry for my rant, but I gotta talk about the things that happened. I hope you enjoyed the videos that I did edit for Hollywood Studios and Disney. I did the best I can with what I had to work with. But yeah, Autumn was priority. That's all I could say. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you soon. Okay? Thank you for watching. We are arrived.